By meditating every morning.
By making time for yourself. Unplugging once in a while.
It's the little things that mean the most. Keep life simple.
Keep life simple to me just means don't think about it too hard. You got this. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the reveal of the transition palette. I'm so excited to talk to you guys about her today. She is everything you need in one palette. It's our first ever all matte face and eye palette and I can't wait to get into it. Before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be a part of the Dom fam. And without further ado, let's get into the transition palette. Okay, so where do I start? This whole entire palette is everything I've always wanted out of a palette my entire career, from being a makeup artist, from doing YouTube. This is what I've always kind of wanted and I finally was able to create it. It's that essential texture and those essential shades that you need to create anything, any shape, from eyebrow to under eye brightener, blush, contour, bronzer. This palette does it all. So we are launching our first ever all matte 15 shade eye and face palette. She's gonna be available this Friday, the 29th at 10 a.m. PST on DominiqueCosmetics.com. Make sure you go there to grab yours. She's beautiful. Transition, because you can literally do anything. I did my entire face today only using this palette except for concealer, lashes, and lips. Everything else that is set on my face, blush, contour, bronzer, eye, everything is from one palette. So it's that one and done palette that you need. Since the day that I started doing makeup on other people, this is what I wanted. I wanted a palette that's just, I can dip into one palette to do everything, because I would always have to like custom create my shades. And I just wanted it all to be there and I wanted it to look cute, and here it is. And the great thing about this palette is that you literally don't need to grab anything powder wise, because you got her right here. No matter what your skin tone is, I created this palette for everyone in mind, for the lightest skin tone to the darkest, medium tone, those blush shades, all the in-betweens are in this palette, for your eyes, for your face, for your brows. I did my brows today using this palette. I really feel like this is something for everybody. Life is already so complicated, so I wanted something that I don't have to think about where's my bronzer, where's my blush. Every time I film, I'm like looking for something else. But for the everyday girl or the artist, this is perfect to create, sculpt, shape, anything on your eye and face. The messaging of keep life simple, obviously one palette does everything, but also in life, we can actually make things more complicated than what they are. So keep life simple to me just means don't think about it too hard. You got this. Try not to overthink too much. Just trust your gut. I do this with myself all the time, and I feel like if I were just not overthink things, everything would go a lot smoother. You know, with everything that we launch with Dominique Cosmetics, we're always trying to motivate you to be your best self. We're all about self-empowerment here. I hope this is helpful for you guys, not only beauty-wise, but internally too. So I'm gonna go through what this palette does. So we're gonna get into the first shade, which is Frothy. These two guys to me are my eye brighteners. My eye brighteners are such a big deal to me because they're the reason why I got into makeup in the first place. Just a long story short, I was teased for a very long time growing up about my dark under eye circles. One day, grabbed my mom's concealer. I wasn't allowed to wear makeup. Put it on. I felt like everybody treated me so different and I felt so much more confident and beautiful. And my mom, I told her at the end of the day, she let me wear concealer. And once I had that experience with concealer, that's when I knew the transformative power of makeup. And that's what really got me into helping others feel beautiful about themselves, because I was teased so badly. I had really low self-confidence about my face, about the way I looked. So that really got me into makeup. And so creating a brightener is so important to me. It's like when I get to concealer in my stage of creating makeup, oh my God, that's gonna be amazing, because that is the literal start of my story, is the under eyes. So right now, powders and brightening the under eye are very important, have always been a major part of my makeup routine and what makes me feel very confident. And so I always wanna create the best brightening for the under eye. And so I created Frothy, which is a cream shade, it's our lightest shade. So if you're more of a fair tone, you can use Frothy. I actually like to use both from time to time. Frothy I also like to use on my inner corners. I actually have it on my inner corners now. I'll show you just how it looks really quick. I usually like to put Frothy right here. It's just a nice brightening shade. So imagine this on your under eyes. It's so buttery smooth. If you know of Dominique Cosmetics and you've tried our palettes, you know that our mattes are very creamy, smooth, go on very evenly, and blend like a dream. So Natural is a nude peach, the second one right here. This is to brighten your under eyes as well, but it's more neutral. So you can use this in the same areas that you would Frothy, anywhere you basically want to brighten it. I like to mix them up, to be honest, to brighten my under eyes. But if you want to go under your brow bone to brighten down the bridge of the nose, I'd rather brighten than highlight with a powder. And if I'm highlighting, I like to use creams. So I really love to brighten with mattes because it's more natural. It's a little bit more forgiving for textured skin. I'd rather do that. So I'm just gonna show you guys how versatile this is. I should probably use a bigger brush, right? So I'm just gonna brighten up all the chin and down this area of my face where I would want to brighten, and it works perfectly. I love it. I want to do my whole face now for you guys, but that would be a whole nother video that I'm filming later. I'm taking Natural and Frothy and I'm just popping it on my dark circle and alongside my nose. It's just instant. It's beautiful. It glides really nicely. It doesn't look chalky on the skin. It's very soft and natural looking, but it gives you a lot of coverage. I love it so much, especially in pictures. It just makes everything look so smooth and flawless. It just kind of blurs out any imperfections. And these mattes, even though they're matte, they're not drying at all. So on your face, it'll look very healthy. The coverage is amazing and it just looks like you have good skin. And that's all I want out of a face powder. So now we're going into Caramel. Obviously, you can use this to brighten your under eye, depending on your skin tone, or you can use this as a bronzer. This is like kind of my perfect bronzer. This one in Hazelnut and Toffee. Actually, I have like 3 perfect bronzers in here, but this is really perfect for giving warmth to the skin or brightening the under eye, depending on your skin tone. Caramel is a light taupe shade, so it's very versatile and kind of goes with everything. This color is actually in the Latte palette, and it's my favorite crease shade. It's like that perfect backdrop color. Okay, the next shade is Toffee, and Toffee is a warm tan. This could actually be a contour shade for some people. Bronzer, I like to use this as a subtle contour, and then I'll amp it up with Mocha. The reason I really love these browns together is that you can create a very beautiful gradient. Because the colors are like very subtle changes, like from this warmer taupe to this neutral taupe, it just creates the most natural, beautiful gradient without really trying to think about what colors do that. This palette kind of does it for you. So you don't have to think about it too hard, and you'll have like celebrity makeup artist style makeup super easy and quick. You don't even have to worry because we got all the shades here lined up for you. The next shade is Honey, which is a vintage yellow. This is so freaking pretty. I love this on my crease. This is a new shade for us. Some of these shades are gonna be from our original Latte palette and from our Latte 2 palette, and some of them are new. So Honey is a new color. It brings out the light brown in my eye. Like the lightness in my eye will just pop out at you with this color. All right, so now we're transitioning into the blushes, and I have Soft and Sweet over here. This one's from our Berries and Creams palette. I absolutely love this on my cheeks and for my crease and for all over my eyelid. Next to it, we have Blushing, which is a new shade for us. We custom created this for this palette. Just truly is a blush, it's a crease, it's an eye shade. I actually use it on my smoky wing today. That was like what I started off with as the backdrop wing, and then I smoked it out and gradually got deeper. And then we have Chai, which is from a Lemonade palette, which is no longer existent. But that shade is so, like, I love that purpley brown in there, and I haven't found it anywhere. So I put it back into a palette, which is this one. I'm pretty sure at one point we'll do single shadows for you guys, but Chai is so good for the crease. It's really that rich, vampy, plummy brown that everyone needs in their crease. It really amps up your eye look. I kind of want to put it on right now. It's also a really pretty blush. So I'm gonna just put a little bit on because it's so freaking pretty. So I'm gonna take the crease blur. I'll take a little bit just so you guys can see why I'm so obsessed with this color. You'll see what I mean when I say a rich, vampy, plummy brown. It's not brown, it's not purple, and it's not red. It's everything in between, and it's sexy. I can have a different crease color every day with this palette, so I really love it. Smoking your shadow out with something that has more of a plummy undertone to it just brings a different type of spice to your look that I can't even explain, but you need it. Put it simply, chai is a really pretty berry rose color. The next shade is cinnamon. So now we're really smoking out our eyeshadows with this. We're getting those glam looks. We are contouring our face. Depending on our skin tone, we are doing a lot of different things here. Wing liner, you can do it all. Next we have coffee beans, which is a deep brown. Coffee beans is from Latte 2. And then we have hazelnut, which is a spiced terracotta color. And this one is from the original latte. This is a color I really like to bronze. This is gonna give you a lot of warmth. You can do so much with this color. Then we have mocha. This is my contour shade. I really like to contour with mocha. It's my kind of give me more glam without being super dark brown. This is that for me. Also with these shades, you can obviously do your brows. We have ash, which is a cool tone gray color, which I feel like everybody needs a cool tone shadow in their assortment of some kind. Even if you don't normally use them, it's nice to just have it there in case you want to change up your look a little bit. It's really cute on fair skin. I really like the way it pops on fair skin. Even if you're medium toned and you have like lighter hair, for some reason it just pops so much better. And then we have coal. Coal is our dark brown black. This is what I used on my eyebrows today. I used a little bit of coal and a little bit of coffee beans and kind of mix them together. So coal is really great for the brows, smoking out your eyeshadow, giving you that really strong, dramatic wing. And then obviously we have smoky. Smoky is just, we're smoking out everything with smoky. Smoky is a rich black. We are doing a full-on glam with smoky. We're smoking out our eyeshadow. We're doing a double wing. We're just doing it all with smoky. This is gonna be a dramatic night if you have smoky on your lids. So that is the entire palette, you guys. I hope you love this as much as I do. I have a feeling you guys are really gonna love it because the formulation of the powders are just beautiful. If you've never tried Dominique Cosmetics eyeshadows, you will fall in love. These are very buttery, creamy. The color scheme just flows together so nicely, and the fact that you can just create anything with it and it's a one and done palette. I've always wanted to have everything in one. That's actually what sparked my idea to create a makeup brand. I've always really wanted one since I was a makeup artist. Me getting into makeup really just started off with wanting to help people feel good about themselves through makeup, because I never wanted anyone to feel as horrible as I felt when I was being teased every single day, crying, feeling just not pretty. And when I found makeup, I found that it had this transformative power to my feelings. Not only my face, but like my feelings. I felt so much more confident. So when I started doing other people's makeup, I would talk to them. I was like a therapist, at the same time making them feel beautiful and encouraging them and empowering them to feel their best and their most confident. And so that's really what got me into makeup. And then once I started artistry, I realized that I couldn't piece together palettes. This was back in 2003 or wait. Well, I've been doing makeup since middle school. I was the locker room makeup artist all the time, but I started freelancing when I was about 18. Colors, but I didn't have a lot of money and I didn't have them all in one palette. Everything was so expensive. So I always knew, I'm like, you know what? I want to create something that's amazing quality, all in one place. I really wanted to create it. And that is why I thought, I'm like, you know what? I really want a brand. One day I'm gonna have a brand. It's gonna be multi-use, but amazing quality. If I could get into my shoes at this moment, working on, I remember the girl, working on her face and thinking, shoot, I'd have to use this little bitty eyeshadow as bronzer. That moment of like embarrassment, she's just like staring at me like, are you really gonna do that? Her makeup came out bomb. But if I could tell myself, keep going, because you're gonna make something absolutely amazing. And I'm actually here right now sitting in front of the palette that I always wanted to create, and the brand that I've always wanted to have, that self-empowering motivational messaging. This is such a proud moment for me, and I hope you guys enjoy this palette. I know you guys are gonna love it. Life is really crazy right now. There's a lot of craziness going on. Let's not overcomplicate things. I don't want you guys to think too hard. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna do a full-on tutorial on this for you guys, so that is coming very soon. If you haven't checked out these two videos on the side, make sure to check them out. If you're not subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe. I do new videos every week. And that's it. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye, dollies.